welcome everyone to another episode of Starmade. Heck yeah! And I cannot wait to continue shaping my planet and continuing on the Mothership. Actually, a few of you already complained that I'm not continuing on the Mothership frequently enough, but I just want to keep the episodes diverse. I want to keep some variety within the episodes, so I'm not gonna make 5 episodes in a row about the Mothership, and I'm also not gonna make 5 episodes in a row about the planet or a space station. Just, we're gonna work on a few different projects at the same time. But today, oh yes, we are gonna continue the Mothership, because I definitely want to know how it will be looking like in the end. Of course, I have a few plans with it, but I certainly do not know the final shapes of it. It's gonna be exciting. Now, unfortunately, I may have built my tower a little bit too high, or maybe that's just a recording problem, that it is not loading in properly. I guess if I stopped recording now, everything would load properly. But anyways, that's gonna be at least for the first part of the episode. I'm not sure if we have time for something else. We're gonna start on the Mothership. So let's get right to it. Well guys, I went to a shop and bought all the shield dispersers I could find. We can now actually... oh, not into flight mode. I didn't even mean to do that. Build mode, that's much better. And what we need to do, the plane is already set, is fill up all of these shield dispersers, so that our ship... whoa. They were invisible, weren't they? For just a brief second. Anyways, I have different problems. I will have to be running back and forth to the shop quite a few times, because my shop isn't yet stocked with tons of materials, especially not for a project as large as this. So I thought we could maybe do this in a little montage, at least the progress that I'm trying to do right now, which is filling up all of these, so our cannons are finally finished, and then we can continue with other parts of the ship, which is gonna be quite interesting, because we will have to do quite a lot of planning as to how we will be moving around the ship. There needs to be pathways to all the different rooms, etc, etc. So let's get this montage rolling. Well guys, so this is what we have so far. I tried to make the hull of the top of the ship, or at least the front of the ship, and try to get an idea of the shape that I want to have, and I think in the end the ship is gonna look like the mixture of an eagle and a whale. Yes, I know it sounds weird, but I think it's actually gonna be really awesome. So what I think I'm gonna do off camera now is adjust a few wedges so the shapes are a little bit more roundish, and also maybe continue the shape a little bit. I'm gonna do that off camera because you have seen enough building in high speed, and I shall be back with an update once we are ready. Well guys, I installed a bunch of wedges, I made a few structures, for instance this line made out of ice crystals and also the white wedges, and I just tried to make it all smooth, make some nice patterns. I will have to continue the pattern on this side, I still have to do that, and up here I think the more I look at it, the more I believe it might actually be a manta ray instead of a whale. which is also cool with me. These look like teeth. I really like that. And I just tried to make it look nice and nifty and smoothed out. So I will still have to do something about the wings, but for instance, as you can see, this winglet we have used as a power source and energy source. So that's all filled up with power blocks and energy blocks in a hopefully more or less efficient way. Pretty good progress. I like it. It's coming along nicely. Well guys, as I said, I continued a little bit off camera and we have one more part done. I'm not yet too happy with the looks of it. I might change a few details there and there. I'm not sure yet. But all in all, I think it's coming along quite nicely. So we could think about where we would install the cockpit and also how this core room is gonna look like. So that's probably the next thing we're gonna do. Let's shape the core room. Well, so the first thing I probably want to do is light this area up a little bit. So I got myself a few lamps. We have blue lamps and I really like blue lamps. Also, it matches the color of the core. So let's see whereabouts we could install those blue lamps and how exactly the shape of this room is gonna end up with. We have an entrance right here. So entrance we could indicate with white lamps, something like that. I'm not sure if that's gonna look too good. Actually, I need to reset my plane. There we go. Oh no, there we go. That's much better. Now I can actually place the lamps and they will also appear on the other side. Symmetry mode for the win. Now let's see. How is this gonna turn out? I think if we place some wedges on top of the lights, that might not even be too bad. So we're gonna place one more light right here, and we're gonna have this. Actually, we're gonna have this like so. Yeah, that's gonna be good. And now we could use some white wedges like so. There we go. That might actually look nice. It's sometimes hard to see depending on where the sun currently is, because the blooming effect, or how it is called, is incredibly crazy in this game. So should we continue the lamps like that? And then there's gonna be like a wall right here or something like that. I'm not sure yet. Let's first shape this room here. Just gonna bring in some light so we know what we're dealing with. So this is gonna be the entrance. Right there, we should make a little bit of space. Maybe expand this. Like so. And that could be the doorway. Now, preferably I should make this pathway too thick, so I'm thinking about removing actually all of that and just make it too thick, so it's a bit more convenient and probably also realistic. I just needed this pathway temporarily. I thought about removing it, but let's just keep it and make it too thick instead. Let's see, we're gonna need that. Like so. Yeah, that's probably gonna turn out much better. Can we get rid of that? Yes. And oh, what did I do? How did this happen? Ah, jeez. These wedges, placing these wedges is a freaking pain in the butt. I think I already mentioned that, but never mind. There we go. Yeah, that will be so much better, I cannot even tell. There we go. Alright, so let me think about the shape of this room a little bit and how we want to design it, and I'll be right back. Oh boy, let me tell you, planning out these things is not very easily done, but I think I'm just gonna go with a squarish, roundish room That looks kind of spacish, and we shall see what that means in just a second. So if we enter here, it's a little bit, the view is a little bit obstructed because of the plane, but that's just a thing we have to deal with. So I think I'm gonna go now up in a dome-ish pattern so we can close off this room with a roof. And every now and then we have to place some lamps and think about the whole light situation, because it gets really dark very fast if you don't place enough lights, and the lights are not very strong. They don't emit light for a very long distance. So there we go, that's another layer done. And you can see all these dark spots, man, but I don't want to fill up the room with lights only. That would be ridiculous. It's too bad. Maybe there's a better lamp that I don't know about it. I know there's a beacon, but I think that is for different purposes. So let's see. Let's just finish a few more layers, and then we can decide where to place the lamps. So the way I build, I like to do, you know, one shape or with one color or one hull type, and then we can always exchange. Oh! What are you doing? There you go. That was a very short lifespan you had there. And what did you drop? Crab. Okay, that's not worth it. Let's just continue. Let's just continue this room. So where were we? So dark. And there we go. That's where we were exactly, like that. That seems to be good, so maybe that's a spot for another light block. And we're just going to continue the pattern all the way up. There we go. And down here. Okay, and I think one more layer and we are done. So this actually might be a layer where we should put lights only. Okay, let's see how it looks from the inside. Okay, so we definitely need, for instance, a light right here. Oh, no, like that. Okay, and maybe some on top of here. Let's actually put 3 on top of here, like that. Maybe one more here, and there. I think I think we just do it all the way up, otherwise it looks a little bit weird. What do you think? I don't know. Designing these things is really I don't know. Just, you know, sometimes it's better just to wing it a little bit. So let's see, we only have 15 lights left. That might not be enough. Let's go with the blue lights and see how that turns out if we just follow the pattern. And maybe if we are lucky, that might actually be quite nice. Yeah, why not? Why not? We need some exits, of course. Well, we have those exits, but I think we need another exit right here. But we definitely have space for that. What we need is some kind of altar for this baby. So we are gonna do something like that. And do we have some kind of... We have hardened... Oh, hardened red corner. That's probably also dropped from a pirate. Let's do that. And oh man, I forgot the side. Like so. There we go. And this one right there. Cool. Yeah, that might actually be very nice. And we're gonna exchange that with a fancy block. Do we have a fancy block? We do have... Man, I think I have a fancy block somewhere. Some terrain maybe? Some terrain block that is really fancy. Some purple stuff. I think I even have that in my inventory. Purple vine stuff. Let's see how that looks like. Oh, what did I do? Let's put that right here. Yeah. Why not? Why not? Why not for the time being? So let's fill that up right there. Like so. No. And we shall need another layer of wedges, just so that it looks a little bit better. Smoother. I like smooth. There we go. And the corners, how does that look? Like so, and like so. Great. Well, I don't know. I seriously don't know. I will definitely change something about it. I think we need to go up one further so that we are on this level. I don't know yet. Let me do some redesigning, but you get the basic gist of what this room is supposed to be. It is supposed to be the core room, and I think we have done quite a nice progress on the mothership today. Well guys, so I shaped out the room a little bit using wedges. It's a little bit smoother now. It looks like a little hut. It is the core room. Also the pillar is extended. I added some wedges here as well, some lava blocks as light sources, but it's still not finished. But I need to see how the other rooms are going to be connected before I really can continue with this. But I think we have made a substantial progress with this vessel, with the mothership, and I will actually leave it at that for today's episode. I really hope you enjoyed it, and let me know what you want to see in the next episode. Should we continue with the mothership, or should we do something else again? It's all up to you and your feedback. Anyways, have a great time, and hopefully see you the next time. Bye bye.